Rory, 4 times second and 3 times third in the last 8 starts here. Just what is it about this place that brings the best out of you?
Yeah, don't know if it quite brings the best out of me because I haven't won, but I've played well here. Historically, the first event of the season has always been a good one for me. I'm raring to go after the Christmas break. I've done some good practice over those those periods, and you come into the new season with renewed optimism and a lot of goals and enthusiasm, and I guess that's translated into some good golf over the years. And some years I've felt like I've played well enough to win, and guys have just played a little bit better, and hopefully one of these years I'll be able to turn all those good finishes into a win here.
Now, what would it mean to you to win here? Because you say you've come so close so often, and sometimes in adverse conditions, penalty shots and things stopping you.
Yeah. Ninth green, for example, a few years ago. I think, look, it's I've gotten into contention so many times here, and I've played some good final rounds, but maybe not good enough. I mean, last time I was here, I shot maybe 3 under, but Tommy went out and shot 65 in the last day, and I played everyone, and I was just sort of feel like that's been the story for me here, get myself into contention, and someone just goes out and has a really good Sunday, and I need to take the initiative and have one of those really good Sundays myself to get over the line. But course suits me well. The par 5s are obviously gettable. I've done well in this region before. I've won a few times in Dubai, and desert golf is a style of golf that I enjoy.
You mentioned goals earlier on. What sort of goals and targets have you set yourself for this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the short term, it's trying to get certain aspects of my game where I want them to be. Approach play is something that I'm really working on. I think if you look at my approach stats last year, they were very similar from the fairway to where they were in 2019, but out of the rough I dropped quite a bit, which is sort of a random one and unusual. But I changed irons in the middle of the season, and that could have been something to it as well. But goals are try to get all the aspects of my game working the way I know that they can. And then once that happens, then you can start to say, okay, I want to pinpoint this and pinpoint that. I've got a busy start to the year. I'm playing 7 in the next 8 weeks. And I want to hit the ground running and play a lot, get into contention a lot, and give myself chances to win tournaments. At China in 2019 is the last time I won, and it feels like a long time ago. Obviously last year was different for a lot of reasons, and looking forward to playing a more playing more in hopefully what is going to be a more normal year and what we're used to. 2021 is a Ryder Cup year. How excited about the prospect of playing in your 6th, and give us your thoughts on that. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm in a decent spot right now to make the team, and hopefully that's something I don't really have to think about for the next few months. A few good finishes, and I should be right there. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone involved made the right decision to not go ahead with it last year. It just wouldn't have been the spectacle that a Ryder Cup should be. So hopefully by the end of September, with how the vaccine's being rolled out, and hopefully we're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel with this pandemic. So hopefully by September it mightn't be full capacity that a Ryder Cup usually is, but it'll be very close to what a normal Ryder Cup is, and I'm excited for that. This event forms part of the Rolex Series. Just describe from your point of view the impact the Rolex Series has had on the European Tour. I think it's been wonderful. I think to have these bigger events and have a series of them every year, it's given the guys that play predominantly on this tour and in Europe a chance to show what they have, because you have the bigger names coming over and playing in these events more often now, and seeing some of the winners that have prevailed in the Rolex Series. I think it just gives guys a chance to shine on a bit of a bigger stage, and I think it's been wonderful. It's been great to see this tournament become a Rolex Series event. Obviously the Irish Open that I was involved with, and obviously the Scottish and all the other ones as well. But I think it's been great for the tour. I think it's provided great playing opportunities and great great opportunities in general for the membership to showcase what they have, earn a lot of ranking points, earn a lot of money, you know, which goes a long way.
Rory, I know you're a UFC fan. Who's your favourite fighter, and will you be watching the fights that are going on this weekend in Abu Dhabi?
I will. So yeah, big UFC fan, big fan of Fight Island and all the shows that they've put on during, you know, I think one of the great things about sports is it has been a bit of a release from everything that's going on in the world, and to provide that entertainment, even for, you know, people in our position where we get to come and still do our job, it's still nice to have something to watch on TV that you don't know the result of. So you know, the UFC have done a great job, and obviously this weekend in Abu Dhabi, Conor McGregor's fighting. I've been to his last 3 UFC fights. I was trying to maybe get an angle of how to get there. It's going to be on Sunday morning here, but obviously with the European tour and the bubble and everything, it was proving quite difficult. So I'll hopefully be watching it on TV while having breakfast and getting ready to go out and try to win this tournament.
I know that you've been to the Sheikh Zayed Mosque. Describe it for us. I've not been, and they say it's incredible.
It's unbelievable. I learned a lot going to the mosque. It was the first time I'd ever visited somewhere like that, and I think I learned a lot more about the culture here in the UAE and the Muslim culture in general. And I think that, you know, that's what it opened my eyes, and it, you know, because there's, you know, we live in a world where everything's sensationalized, and, you know, something bad happens in the world and everyone's put into a certain, you know, everything's generalized, everything. So to be able to go there and learn a bit more about their culture, and I you know, I've been coming to the, you know, this part of the world for nearly 15 years now, and they're the most hospitable people in the world. They're so friendly, can't do enough for you. So you know, to be able to just go there, learn about the culture, it was pretty cool to see that, and to have a place where that represents their culture so much. It's beautiful, it's stunning. I'm not sure how much money it cost to build, but it's very impressive.
Okay, you guys get this?
Good at cutting and looking.
What could possibly go wrong?
So. Yeah, one more there. Okay, and once more look here, guys. Then we do the testing.
Rob, Nick.
It's like a small, it was like a, what was it? Just a simple
Okay, get there. Very good. Very nice. Okay, last one here. Perfect, looking good. We'll do one last one here. Well, I think it's the last one, but just watch another one.
Claire,
Lovely.
we want them shifted any other way then?
I think where they are is fine.
No, starting at that. We could do things in Naples now.
Quiet, I think it is.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, a bit of a change though, isn't it?
Good track.
No worries. Claire,